for our barbecue bacon cheeseburgers, I'm starting out putting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slices of bacon into a toaster oven. And I'm going to put that on convection at about 400 for about 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes. Onions up for the onion rings to go on top of the burger. And this is going to add a little tasty tidbit on top of the burger. So I'm going to try to make them kind of thick, kind of thin. Here's one set. This is for the onion rings to go on top of the burgers. And I guess this could be the last set. So we have to separate them like that. All of them have to be separated so that they can get coated with the buttermilk. So here's the low-fat buttermilk. We're going to open it up. Pour it into the bowl. And then we're going to let the onion rings soak in it. Oh, my eyes are crying. We're going to let the onion rings soak separately in there for about 5 minutes, or maybe a little longer. And I think, look over there, my bacon is ready. I like it nice and crispy. It goes on top, so we're going to take that out also. So, as we put the onions into the buttermilk, just soak them down. Let them stay in there for a while. Oops. It's a little buttermilk left, so we'll just pull it out. Okay. So next we're going to measure out 2 cups of all-purpose flour. So here's 1. Here's 2. And we're going to put a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of pepper in there. And this is what we're going to coat the onion rings with before we start frying them. So here's the 2 bowls. You got both of them? This is buttermilk and onion rings, all-purpose flour, seasoned. This is how we're going to do the onion rings. That we're going to take them out 1 at a time, or 2 at a time, 3 at a time, and the buttermilk, and we're going to put them in the flour, coat them real good, and then we're going to shake them all and put them in the pan. Did you get the pan? In the pan. Put them in the pan. We're going to start that over. Take them out a couple at a time. Coat them in the buttermilk, in the flour. Shake them off. Okay, so we're going to test the oil, and if it starts sizzling, see, it's not hot enough yet. But when it starts sizzling real fast, that means it's ready. So it's really not hot enough. But it's starting to cook, so I guess I can throw a few pieces in. This one is shedding. We'll fry them up until they start to brown, Then we'll flip them over and let them brown on the other side. And remember, the flour is seasoned. The flour has the seasoning in it, and it gives it a little extra taste, a little extra flavor. So they're frying up pretty good. Is that your stomach or mine? My stomach. Oh, I heard a little growl. Must have been mine. Cooking all right good. It's so small. You just need to flip over. Looks like maybe a medium size onion. And this will cover quite a few hamburgers. Skin color. That's there. Now for the coup de grace. I'm going to get this ground beef ready, get it fried up, and we're going to put it all together. So I have in here 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of parsley flakes, and 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. And I'm going to spread it in here. Let me wipe my hands off. The dog is licking the doggone cabinet. I must have spilled something on it. The dog is licking the cat. Okay. So I'm going to take my pepper. I want the fresh ground. I'm going to ground some pepper in here and mix it up. And that's one. Next, roll in the ball. It's almost time for the game to start. Today is game day. Super Bowl between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons. So we want this to be done before this party gets started. I think the game starts at 5. So it's about 4 o'clock. We'll be done. But anyway, this is how we're gonna start. So what I'm using as our buns is the King's Hawaiian honey wheat rolls. They have a little bit of a sweet taste to them. They're kind of small, but we're making sliders, and sliders are small, but they're delicious. Okay, so the pan should be hot. And we'll take the burgers and just drop them in. I like them to be a little round because the little buns are very small. And we're going to let those cook down. And then we're going to take them over and assemble them. The ones who want cheese, you want cheese on yours? Okay, I'm going to do at least 2 with cheese on it. So they're pretty much almost done. I like to add cheese to some, so I'm going to just add cheese to 2. I usually put a 10 on top, but I don't have one. It'll still melt. So we'll plate these up, and then we'll start putting everything together. Okay, so we're going to start assembling the burgers. We start with the bun. Take a little barbecue sauce, spread it on the bottom part of the bun. And I warmed it up so it's a little smoky. Grab a piece of meat and put it on. Take some bacon and put it on. You can even have it hang over a little bit if you like. A little lettuce, a little tomato, and some onion rings. Now how's that for a game day meal? So man, Yummy. We're gonna have lemonade with it, or some white wine that I have. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. Try it and tell me how it comes out for you. And thank you for watching. Please comment, subscribe. Bye.